In October 1959, inside a Turkish Air Force mapping room, Captain İlhan Durapunar sat over a massive light table, scanning aerial reconnaissance photographs of the rugged terrain in eastern Turkey. Moving across the slopes of Mount Tenderek, he found a smoothly defined ellipse formed in the mud and rock. It was colossal, featuring a pointed bow and a rounded stern that resembled the hull of a ship trapped in the earth. Using a slide rule to calculate the immense scale of the object, Durapunar realized the formation was exactly 160 meters long. The location was equally significant. The mountain sits in the heart of an ancient geography that has long served as the backdrop for one of humanity's oldest survival narratives. These physical dimensions appeared to correspond directly with the Genesis manuscript, which describes Noah's Ark as being 300 cubits long, a measurement that aligns with the 160-meter scale found in the Turkish photographs. Islamic tradition in Surah Hud also places the vessel's resting place on Mount Judi, which situated Durapunar's discovery at the precise intersection of two major theological accounts. The convergence of these specific dimensions with centuries of religious record transformed the mapping project into a hunt for tangible evidence. With the location and measurements aligned, the site now required direct physical analysis to confirm what the reconnaissance photos suggested. By 1960, a team of Turkish soldiers and American researchers arrived at the Mount Tenderek site to face the environment firsthand. Up close, the formation possessed a staggering physical presence, a raised mound of earth with a distinct rim that appeared ready to sail down the mountain. To determine if the object was a man-made vessel, the expedition took a pragmatic but destructive approach, using explosives to see what might be hidden beneath the surface. The blast shattered the silence of the mountain, tearing a deep crater into the side of the formation, in a frantic search for petrified wood or ancient pitch. As researchers sifted through the fresh debris, excitement turned to confusion. They found no evidence of a constructed ship, only layers of ordinary mud and stone. The search for a wooden ark was over, but the visual evidence remained. If the site was composed entirely of natural earth, there was still no explanation for why it looked like a shipyard vessel. By the 1990s, the investigation moved from the dusty slopes of the mountain into the clinical environment of a geology lab. Despite the findings of the 1960s, amateur groups continued to use ground-penetrating radar, as seen here, to claim that iron brackets and wooden ribs were still hidden beneath the soil. Scientific analysis of these brackets told a different story. Spectrographic testing proved the material was not forged iron, but naturally occurring limonite and magnetite ores. The right angles seen on radar resulted from a boxwork fracture pattern. Under tectonic pressure, brittle rock layers crack into a grid-like structure. Groundwater fills these cracks with iron minerals, leaving a reinforced grid that looks like man-made cages when soft rock erodes. The overall boat shape is the result of a syncline, a geological fold where rock layers are bent under immense friction, creating the curved lines seen in this sedimentary rock. Fluid dynamics finished the process. A landslide flowed around a wedge of this hard, folded limestone, carving out a streamlined, boat-like hole. Modern geology shows that the formation was not built, but grown. Utilizing tectonic pressure and fluid dynamics, nature acted as a master sculptor. Far from the sterile environment of the lab, the Durapunar site remains a majestic presence in the mountains, especially as the sun dips below the horizon. Science has provided the map for the how, identifying the specific masterpiece of pressure, time, and earth that created the geological fold. But we are still left with the question of meaning. Does understanding these mechanical processes erase the awe of a creator? In both the Book of Job and Surah Al-Imran, the raw mechanics of the earth are presented as signs of divine power, suggesting that the laws of physics are not contradictions to faith, but the study of them. When we look at the staggering power of tectonic reality, we have to decide, is science a way to defy God, or is it simply the study of his infinite tools? We want to hear your perspective. What do you believe? Drop your thoughts in the comments down below.